following is informative and contains my opinion and understanding of the subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, this is the thing. So this is as of today. So this is December 2024. It goes all the way over to today. Okay, so it says from May 11th to May 17th of 2025. We obviously want to go backwards. So you're going to come over here and you're going to go to the custom time range. Then you're going to come over here and you could just delete this and do this. So, well, wait, let's do 10. Let's do 10-1, 22 till 11. No, not 16. We'll do 11-13, 22. Just so you guys know, I can't see anybody in chat right now, so just in case. Okay, so just like Daniel, I got absolutely nothing here, right? So let me say Moscow, Idaho. So, oh, it should be August, sorry. I put in the wrong date. That was my bad. I'm like, no, please don't do this to me. So I had in August. Let me change this. All right, here we go. All right, so over here, and this is crazy. Oh, wait, no, wait, let me see if it's the same one. It is. I got the exact same thing as I got before. So if you look over here, the closer to 100 it gets, the stronger the Google was, or the stronger the search was, if you will. So if you get 100, it goes from 0 to 100. 100's the highest. That means that somebody here searched for 1122 King Road on August 23rd, 2022. If you then come down here, look, you're like, wait, where are we? But then come over here, make sure you play around with things. So go to like Metro and look. So this one, I have to look on mine and see. Okay, so this one wouldn't be good enough for me. So if I was doing this, this says Iowa and Missouri. So you might be like, okay, why did somebody in Iowa or Missouri look that up? Who the hell knows? Somebody could be going there next semester. So again, if you're a pro burger and listening, obviously, because somebody just could be looking it up. But we're going to go a step further and I'm going to show you. So next I'm going to put in, because you don't have to take this off. You could just add things. So now I'm going to put in 1122 King Road. And I'm going to spell out road. And then I believe I also did it where I put RD to say. So now this is going to be during the same period of time. So over here, it's letting me know that, no, there wasn't any hits for that, but there still was for the other one. So again, I come down here, not seeing anything that I really think is what I would consider statistically significant. So let's keep going. That's the thing with Google Trends, is that you can't just give up. You just have to keep going and try more things. So I would say that if anybody does this, I'm going to promise, obviously, that I'm not definitely going to find something. However, if I use the ones that I already did, I should be able to. Oh, wait, let's look up him. Hold on, watch this. All right, bryankohberger. So I have him looking himself up on, I don't have a date. Where's this one at? Moscow, Idaho. What did I put in? Moscow, Idaho, right? 1122 King Road. I wonder if it does matter if you capitalize, because over here, there's one on my iPad that I don't have here. So I'm just going to check and see, but I don't think the capitalization matters. Just in case. Let's see. It did matter. So wait, now this just switched till October 12th. Sorry, Yes, October 12th, we have a hit for 1122. And on my iPad, I had a hit for the same thing on August 23rd, 2022. So you really just have to go in and change times and stuff. But let's go down to the region over here. Now we have Texas. Does anybody remember? No, that wouldn't be it. I was going to say, does anybody think that they know of a reason why we would see that in Texas? I think I looked up Kaylee's name and we got a hit. But again, these are things that you have to look into, is that you're going to get hits at different places. The things that really wowed me were the ones, where's the one that I looked at? You guys wait till you see this one I did. It's literally, it shows you that it was searched in Pullman and Idaho. I like sent it to Daniel right away. I got it. Ready? Watch this one. So let's go back up here. We're going to do Moscow homicide. That's what we're going to try. Ready? All right, look at this. Let's see. Now we're talking. All right, so all of these, you guys, are before. So if you look over here, I stopped on the day of the murder. Okay, so let's look over here. So we have somebody looking in Idaho, Moscow homicide. We got 100%. We also have 100% in Washington. So if you notice the other ones where we've seen it in different states, I did that on purpose to show you guys that if you are watching this and you're like, oh, you're just doing a Google search and seeing, yes, you're absolutely correct. But it's not until I start to, it's not until I start to narrow it down to the states. And you guys see that it's green? Just so you guys know, that doesn't mean that it's like better than yellow. It's just color coordinated. So over here, we have the King Road, Moscow, Idaho, and then the red is just King Road, so on and so forth. So this is letting us know that we hit on Moscow homicide. Let me go back over. This is another thing. So if you really do want to do this, just so you guys know, there's a difference here. There's search topics and then there's search queries. Okay. So the topics are going to be broader. The queries are going to be a lot more specific. So for example, you see Kamala Harris here. That would be the smaller or the query. The topic, I would assume, would be politics. Okay. So that's what they're talking about here. What I was telling Daniel on the show was, make sure you play with these right here, because right now it's saying that Kamala's rising. But if you go to top, weather is number one. All right. So just make sure you guys are looking into those things and that you're clicking on those things too, because that is important. And then this is for right now. I'm going to add in what I found here. Wait, do you see this? Spokane. Look at this. When you get this, you guys, this is very specific. If you ever get a dot, if you notice, oh my God, I found it. This is it. Found it. Ding, 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 ding. Nobody mess with me because I will detect the furious. Ready for this one? Look at this. So what are the chances that somebody in Pullman, Washington, and Pullman, Washington, it's literally giving us a circle. When you get a circle, that's different than when you get a whole state, okay? So this is very, very specific, and it's telling you that the person searched it enough times in this one area. And take notice, there's only one area coming up. I would assume that if this was something where people were like, oh, well, of course, on the 13th, at some point, somebody would have looked it up, right? Well, only people in Moscow really did. Let's see if we do include low search area. No, see, look, even when I put in include low search volume regions, Pullman, Washington, 100% of the Moscow homicide searches on 11/13/22 till 11/13/22 came from Pullman, Washington. I would say that this is statistically significant. If I was a juror and I saw this, that to me just says like, so again, nobody else in the country is searching this. It's just somebody in Pullman. And the reason, again, that it changes if I change the dates and stuff, and you might not find a trend anymore, is because we do it upon averages. So the average on 11/13 was high. If I spread 11/13 out 10 days, if he was only searching on that one day, it might no longer catch it as a trend. So this prosecution issued a subpoena for this type of info. I hope so. I hope so. So, oh, thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, all of you. I appreciate all of you. But so do I think that the prosecution? I would hope so. But again, you would probably have to have someone on the team that would know to do this. So I don't know if they have somebody with ADHD that just doesn't sleep at night and just plays on Google Trends for 12 hours. I don't know. If they don't, they should probably hire somebody that does. Was Pullman. Look at that. That's why you have to go to city. So again, what's the difference? If you go to metro, it takes you to a region. So for example, you could live in a suburb of Philadelphia, but your county is still Philadelphia. I think that's what it's doing there. It was giving us a county. Again, if you also take notice, when you put in metro, take notice that this whole thing here is blue. It gives you the whole big section. So like a county, if you will, which is why you want to put in city so that it gets very specific. So now it's able to tell us that out of the entire county that these are coming from here. And so this person, I would say that it's safe to say that Brian not only looked up Moscow homicide, but he also looked up Idaho homicide because they're both coming up. Even at 31%, that's still a calculated search result. It still came up as a trend, which means that somebody had to be looking it up enough for it to, oh, what's this? What's Wennick? So I went down here, you guys, and I clicked on low volume search regions, just meaning, and let's see how much it has on here, and I'll tell you. Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty big. Where's Wennick? Does anybody know? Could this be like, and you guys, this was on the 13th. So somebody searched this. Oh, no, I was wrong. See, I'm not in the chat, so I don't know. You guys are probably like yelling at me, telling me that I'm looking. Look, you guys, Moscow murders were searched. That's red. The purple is Idaho homicide, and the blue is Moscow homicide. So when I just included low search volume, that just means that there was a lower percentage. It was less of a trend, so much so that until if I take this off, it wasn't, you see how it goes away, just meaning that I like that happened. Let me tell you why. That goes to show you that it's less of a coincidence and more of a hit because it gives you the option to tailor it down even further. And when you do that, it does give you another hit. But again, that would be less of a trend because the more people that hit, the more of a trend it becomes. So for example, if we just take away the date over here, watch this. Oh, that's saying in Washington. Is that why we only got a hit in Washington? What happens if I put in Idaho? Let's see, you guys, let's see. Oh, we got a hit in Boise. Wait, well, no, I take that back. Let me go to city first before I say that. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so, wow. Okay, wow. So this is just showing us, hang on. So this is just showing us, and Idaho homicide is the thing that came up. No, Moscow homicide and Idaho homicide were the two things that came up in Pullman. In Moscow homicide and Idaho homicide out of all these other ones. So there was a 5%. You see this little space over here that looked up Moscow murders. Again, some of this could have been after, people found out about it, but I'm dying to know what you guys are thinking. And I'm just talking. The statistics teacher, what is the statistical significance that Pullman, Washington is the only city in the entire United States that hit on these terms that day? And again, it doesn't mean that nobody else was looking. It just means that it wasn't a trend yet. And the reason I did that is to show that the volume. So look, at first, you guys are right. I think it was, maybe was it not me? Not me. Starts are basically 0% stats teacher. Stats are basically 0%. Huh? No, they're not. They're definitely not. They're not. And I would debate you on that. They're not at nearly, 0%. The ones that were, I wouldn't show. So that's why I started out showing you guys that you can't just take a hit. Like right now, if I were to just take a screenshot of this and put it out on social media and say, look at what I found, that would be a miscarriage of justice. I would have to go a step further. So let's go a step further. Let's do that. Again, over here, if you look at it, what day did he get arrested? The 30th? Look at that. What are the chances that December 30th, 2022 happens to be like off the charts, the highest that anybody has look this up. It's the day that he got arrested. Everybody wanted to know what was going on, right? And you could see over here, even right after the homicides, on the 17th and the 18th, it was a really popular trend. Even on the 15th it was. And the 16th, there's a little bit of a dip, but then it gets again on the 18th. I would like to see, I wonder if the 18th, what day would that be? Could that be a particular day? So again, if one person searches something, that's not really a trend. You would have to search something multiple times for it to become a trend. And again, this just shows right here on December 30th. And I believe we're in the United States. Let's see. I want to be sure. Look at this. I can't even make this shit up. Coming in second is Pullman. Why is that? Like nobody knew that anybody in Pullman had anything to do with it, right? And then number 3, we have, what does that even say? Jordan Road. What did you say? Oh, Garden City is Boise, Idaho. Thank you. Oh no, Pullman came in at 3rd here. What was the second one? What the hell is that second one? Let me go back. It gets real small when I switch back to StreamYard. That's what the problem is. What is this, you guys? Where is this located? I guess I'll find out. So this is the other thing. If you then come over here and you just hover over the little bubbles, it should tell you that was Bend. But again, this is what I would expect, right? So after the homicides, you would expect it to get to like your local news, and then it goes from your state to the next state, and then that's how it starts. So I think if I then bring this out to like today, there's way more people today that are interested in this than anywhere. So let's just look it up as in general. So let's do it over the past. Let's do the past 12 months. There we go. All right, now look how this data is different in the past 12 months. And I did United States. So I did the past 12 months and I did the United States. So this is a blanketed, which is why it's going to look like, a little bit more mumbo jumbo here. But again, look at these little things over here. So Idaho homicide comes up, but we have people searching it all different times. What's over here? This is right around now, right? And again, I feel like the reason I like to do these that I know are going to come up is because I wanted to show, I'm expecting that this past couple weeks, more than just us YouTube people are starting to get interested or reinterested rather in the case, because it's going to come up soon. And because we've had hearings that we've actually been able to get some evidence from, right? So it would be my hypothesis that it would go up around these times. And when I do it, it does. So that just shows me, that just validates for me that these little trends are just as important as the big ones. It just means that there's a lot less people or volume of people searching it, but it's been searched enough that it's considered a trend. If we come down here, look, there's some parts of the United States that are like, wait, what's going on? Look at it. But let's go up here and look at that, Alabama. Truth's going to call the law on me. I wasn't trying to make fun of Truth. Yes, I was. I love how Truth says call the law. She says call the law. I'm going to call the law on you. All right. So over here we have Alabama. So Truth was looking it up. I'm just checking. Let's go to city. Ready? What do we got? All right. What is this? So now, because I did it this is the past month. This is just the past 12 months. So this is this past year. So this is just showing you, I'm actually surprised Pennsylvania's not up there because he's from Pennsylvania. But this is what I would expect to see too, right? That you would see it sporadically over the state, but that most of it would be towards the West Coast because this is being played out more over there. Let's do the smaller searches. Look at that. Moscow, Idaho. This is the top query. So it's telling me if I wanted to go, if I wanted to be more narrow. But now I made it more narrow and it didn't do anything. So over here, it says King Road is a topic or murder as a topic. It has it on rising, which is why King Road is there. However, if you look under King Road, murder as a topic is up 300% during this time. So make sure you're looking at all of the data. So user searching for your term, also search for these topics. You can view by the following metrics. So this is letting you know that people that search what we just searched also searched for these things. Now let me show you the difference. Top is the most popular topics. Scoring is on the relative scale where a value of 100 is the most commonly searched topic. And the value of 50 is a topic searched half as often as the most popular term and so on. Rising, on the other hand, is related to topics with the biggest increase in search frequency. So rising is, okay, I'm so glad I read this. So let me just finish reading this and then I'll sum it up. So rising is related topics with the biggest increase in search frequency since the last time period. Results marked breakout had a tremendous increase, which I did not know, probably because these topics are new and had few, if any, prior searches. That just validates everything I was saying. So I'm putting you up there, yo. Nice. You get an A+. Did you guys just see what happened here? Oh my God, Lucy. Okay, so instead of me just keeping my mouth wide open because I'm in shock, yeah, I'm learning. Oh my God, you are brilliant. Where were you my whole dissertation? Holy shit. So wait, let me just make sure that I'm understanding the data correctly, Lucy. Lucy's taking us to the dark. Lucy's taking us right down the rabbit hole, which I'm all about. I'm all about it, okay? But, okay, so, all right, so Lucy, let me go back here. Lucy. So would this mean that somebody is searching for University of Idaho and homicide at the same time? Oh my God, you guys, what if I put in Madison Mogan and Kaylee Gunn? Oh my gosh, my heart just dropped. Hold on. And you guys, this is starting 8/6. When did he get there? He got there in July, which would be 7. 7/9 was the date of the pool party. So let's do 7/1 all the way up to the murders. Oh my God, I cannot even take this. Hold on. All right, so let's compare it to, I'm going to put in. Oh, wait, I forgot to put the plus. There we go. All right, in the past 12 months, wow. Okay, so this is like a big mess. Not a mess, but you know what I mean. So over here, back in May of 2024, it looks like Ethan Chapin, the one that was searched the most. But that was, again, this was June 2nd to June 8th of 2024. How far back did we go? 12 months. I like how it's showing us this. So let's go back. If we went back 12 months, let's do 24 months. All right, look, we have a hit here. Obviously, we're going to have hits here, you guys, because we're looking at after the crime. So again, what in the hell? His birthday has to be between June 4th and June 10th because 2 years in a row, he was the highest searched by far on this date. Does anybody know when his birthday is? Is that his birthday? We'll do July of 22 till 11/13, the day of. Okay. And then if we get a hit on this, we'll go back a day and do 11/12 so that we can see if any. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, you guys. Hang on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jeremiah, you're hired. And Vicstar, did I spell it wrong? Madisonmogen. Let me see. Madisonmogen. I think I spelled that right. Truth, if I spelled that wrong, just someone send me a message on the side. So I almost brought in the date, and I'm so glad I didn't. Wow. Wait, all right. Who are we looking at here? This is all over the place. Hold on. Who is yellow and purple? I mean, yeah, yellow and purple. Outside looking in and inside looking, you guys. What? Is that Kaylee? Where's Radstrom, you guys? Is that Washington? Is anybody else having a panic attack? I feel like I need Xanax. What's happening right now? What is this? This is Kaylee. Kaylee's red. Inside looking was being... Oh my gosh, look at this. We have Pennsylvania, 7 search interest. Where was it highest at? Oh, I guess I could just do this and it'll tell us. Okay, which tells me that that's weird. Hold on. Again, New York, you guys, this is right outside of where we're from. I'm over here too. That's weird. Didn't he take this route home? Oh my God. Didn't he take that route home? Oh, that was the first 2 weeks, so I would have to spread it out more. Radom is Kaylee. Yeah, but where's that at? Is that in Washington? Idaho. It's in Idaho. Your adrenaline's pumping too, Lucy. I'm like over here. I'm like, oh my God. I feel like I need a Xanax. I don't know what's happening right now. PA. Yeah, PA. So wait, hold on. I'm like dumbfounded. I'm gonna look up Papa Roger too. That this was looked up. So it is my opinion by seeing this that Kaylee was searched between 11/1 and 11/13, right on the line here of Washington and Idaho. You tell me who that is. I don't know. Look, Kaylee again. Nina, look. You guys, look at this. This is crazy. Kaylee was being looked up a lot. And again, you guys, look, the 2 biggest ones, like 2 of the darkest. Wow. And didn't he come around this way to go home? Like, I think, didn't they say like he went down and up again? Like he went, I am dumbfounded right now. I don't see Papa Roger here, but I do see Kaylee. People that were looking at inside looking were also searching inside looking out, and look what else they were searching. What are the chances? Is your name up here? Because mine ain't. I don't even see truth up here. Me and who the fuck knows. But anyway, so I use a VPN. So if I was using my VPN, the only reason I know this is because I use one. If I'm using a VPN, my computer right now has a VPN on it automatically. So when I turn my computer on, the VPN is already on. When I use my cell phone, I also have a VPN. However, in order for my cell phone to use the VPN, like if I wasn't in my house connected to my Wi-Fi, if I was like, outside or driving somewhere, it would have to hit a cell tower first. And then the VPN will turn on. And that's where people get messed up here. Not messed up, like that's where they weren't getting caught type thing, right? Why what about searching Bryan Kohberger before the crime? I am, and I'm going to do Bryan Christopher Kohberger. But doesn't that make sense, right? Wait, what didn't I figure out yet? Oh, how to make a mod? I don't even know what you're talking about, but I feel like that's what you're talking about. Let's see. If that's what you were talking about, Truth, then you will be my very first mod just because I was able to read your mind. I didn't see the chat. I don't even know what you're talking. She's going to be like, no, bitch. I was talking about who Ted Bundy killed first. All right, let's see. So let's just go back to here real quick. Papa Roger, thank you so much, you guys, for telling me. But look at this, you guys. The number one for related query for Papa Roger is Kohberger. And then Bryan Kohberger, Papa Roger. Bryan Kohberger, Papa Roger. Papa Roger Facebook. Wow. Papa Roger. Idaho murders. Papa Rogers. Papa Rogers. Because again, people are going to be spelling it wrong. Papa Roger post. Papa Roger, Bryan Kohberger. Elliot Roger. Papa Roger Facebook and Papa Roger Facebook post. All right. And the subregions real quick. I am dumbfounded. Okay. So it doesn't want to give me a city. With Metro, it's just saying that it's mostly up here. So let me just go back to the subregion. And here we go. We have Idaho and Washington. Wow. And even over here, the other dark one is Pennsylvania. I mean, there's other ones here too. So I do want to point that out. But again, why am I like so dumbfounded right now? Because how many of our names are in the top 14? Right? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. How many of our names are in the top 14 that we are going to do? So first I'll do Bryan Kohberger. And then I'll do Bryan Christopher Kohberger. What is this? Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, December 29th. Oh, no, it wasn't December 20th. December 30th. See, this is why I trust Google Trends, you guys, because, and again, I mean, you guys do your own stuff. I'm doing it with you live. So hopefully you guys could see that I'm not like doing anything. If anything, you guys are helping me by telling me I'm spelling it wrong. That is my biggest thing. I spell things wrong sometimes. But now that I have you guys helping me spell the things, I'm getting way more hits than I did the past 2 days. So I do appreciate that. But look, you guys, could he have been looking himself up as a suspect way before this? Let's do the past 5 years. Oh, wow. Wow. You guys, I'm speechless. Look at this. Oh my God, what's this? September. Wait, right here. Wait, a note. Why is there a note here? An improvement to our data collection system was applied on 1/1/22. Oh, that's crazy, you guys. So on 1/1/22, they improved their ability for data collection, and we see these spikes over here. But look, on September 19th to the 25th of 2021, somebody was looking him up as a suspect all the way back to May 17th. Oh, let's see where we're at. This is crazy. Thanks. What the f is this? And what's this? So on January 1st to the 7th, you guys, this is crazy. I don't even know how to make it. I'm going back over StreamYard. There may not even be anybody here. There's still people here. I don't even know how. You guys, thank you, Lucy, because, well, that's what I figured. I'm like, if I'm doing this, then there's somebody else out there that would also like to do this, but maybe you guys just don't, I don't know. Who knows? It's better to do it together, I guess. I don't know. What else are we looking at? You like these searches? I do too. Pixar, I'm sorry I looked you up. You're doing your own, Jeremiah. Will you let us know if you find anything? Because that's interesting. Right? So over here, where we do have like a spike in like most of them is January 2023 or the December 30th. 2022. So because I did such a long time period, it's only going to go by months. If I want to get like, so like, let's say you were doing this and you see this right here and it says January 2023. And like, let's say you get a spike on something, anything. I would go back and I would refine this from December to January or December to February to see where that's coming in at. Because since we did it, I think I did a 10 or 15 year, I did it from 15 or 10 years. So since I did a 10-year span, it's not going to go into like January 2nd or December 30th. But right here, again, this is what makes me think that this is like, not that it's not legit, but this is helping me show that this is legit because we know that he was arrested on December 30th, 2022. So this just shows right here that suggests that that's when all of those names, all the Brian Christopher Kohlbergers or bryankohbergers or suspect, were all being looked up then. The thing that was looked up the least is bryankohberger by himself. Well, yes, you guys, just so you know, this didn't happen before yet, so I'm sorry, I just like interrupted myself, but I had to because when I see this, I want to show you what this is. Do you see how over here we have a dark blue with a light blue in between it? So over here, if you go, oh. So over here, when you go, it takes you to the blue part. But then if you click on the little one in the center, if you look, I can't point to it right there, but it's like, it literally gives you a very specific area of, this is all by, oh, you guys, this is so unnerving. I can't even tell you, Nina, you're the one that told me to look this up. Thank you. I'm not like saying anything, but I'm just saying like, this is weird. So this one is the one that I put in, Brian Christopher Kohlberger. This is what I put in before, but I've never done it for 10 years. But if you guys notice, oh, it did it again. Let's click on this. So if you click on the red, it should tell us. And then, all right, usually on my computer, I'm not on my computer, I'm on my daughter's, and I don't want to hit the wrong thing and then hang up on all of us. I can't even believe her computer's stolen. But it's not plugged in. But if you click on here, oh, look at that, Spokane. I was just doing that to show you guys. Okay, so when you get a bigger red, Pullman. I'm done. What the? Wow. Wow, you guys, wow. Moscow. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like I need to call a doctor. My heart, I'm like having palpitations. What is happening? Oh, that's weird. So anyway, as you guys know, if you just click on it, if you could get into the circle, it then tells you what it is. That was weird. It was just like, oh, there we go. Highlands Ranch. Did somebody say something about that before? I feel like somebody said something about that. And then, no, I am so weirded out. So over here for the related queries, so other people, and this would be other people searching, and we're on red. So if anybody ever needs like, if they're like, wait, which one was red again? Just remember that over here, it gives us a key. So that way we know which color we're on. So again, on red, this is what people were searching the most of. We have Idaho, Brian Christopher Kohlberger. Idaho, we didn't add that. Let's see what happens with that. So that in 10 years, because I put 10 years, we know that the note here is that their data collection was improved on one. How weird is that? Their data collection system, an improvement was done on 1/1/22, and the other one was done on 1/1/16. So from 1/1/16 to 1/1/22, there was a different, like it wasn't as good at detecting. However, after, of course it is afterwards, but this is December. Oh, well, that's, no, actually it's good because now that I just did it in my head, 1/1/22 is before the murders, not after. I'm thinking 23. So this does not work in his benefit because they did an improvement to the system the year that he did this. So this literally shows us that on December of 2022 is again what we would have expected. That's when we have the highest search term here for Brian Kohlberger and Idaho. And then when we go to our subregions, we have Idaho, Washington. If I go to cities, it'll narrow it down even more. Or not. That might have been too much. If we go to Metro, we have Spokane. Wilkes-Barre, that's where he lives. Scranton, you guys, this is where he lives. You guys, look at this. Oh my God. This is in Wilkes-Barre. I never changed it back to America. This is where he lives. The Scranton, PA is where he lives. So that means that this right here that we're looking at right now is Scranton, PA from 2015 to 2025. And I'm done. Not done like that. I mean, like, I'm like dumbfounded done. So if we're looking, okay, this is December of 2022, which is when we expect it to rise. Anything after that, we would expect. However, why would you be looking this up all these times beforehand? Would you? No. And take notice. Take notice that the first one, the blue one, says Brian Christopher Kohlberger in Idaho, and there's nothing on that because it doesn't happen yet. However, asking if he's a suspect in something, think about it. If you did something and you wanted theories. So we have top, the most popular search query scoring in this round. So I did read that. I just want to make sure I did it right. Wow. So probably because these queries are new and had few, if any, prior searches. So if we see anything that is marked as breakout, there was a tremendous increase, which probably 11, 12, 22. Let's see what happens. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys, what happened on April 2013 and how old was he? Because somebody looked up. Wow. Wow. You guys, something happened in 2013. April of 2013. How old would he have been? Wait, I think he was, Tappa Talk was 2011, which means, or it started or ended in 2011. He was 27 the night of the murders. Thank you for that clarity. So wait a minute, you guys. So that would mean that he was probably he was born in 95. Thank you. 94. He was born in 94. Oh my God, you guys, I graduated in 94. I graduated high school in 94. I was going to my senior prom while Brian's parents were giving birth to him. What, right? I graduated in 96. Oh my God, you guys, what the fuck's the matter with me? I graduated in 96. My husband just heard me from the other room and was like, you graduated in 96. He would know because he also went to school with me. Whoops. My husband and I went to school with each other since nursery school. So I'm going to trust that he knows that I graduated in 96. I can't believe I just said I graduated in 94. That was pretty fucking funny. So November 21st, 1994 is his birthday. Oh my God. Jesus. So we have April. Well, this is April. But wait, let's see. But you guys, somebody was looking him up as a suspect. So the first time anybody looked him up as a suspect was in December of 2007. So if he was born in 94, then he was 13. That would sound right. So let me just tell you guys, just let's go back to psychology for a second. In order to be diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder, you don't always have to. So let me just make that clear. So if we have somebody that we realize is antisocial, if they're not diagnosed with conduct disorder before 15, we're not like, oh, well, they can't be. However, when somebody's diagnosed with a conduct disorder before the age of 15, it's one of the highest indicators of psychopathy or antisocial personality disorder once they're in adulthood. And we can't, by the APA regulations, we can't diagnose a personality disorder till you're 18. In July of 2012, somebody's looking that up. And then again in October, December, and then April of 2013, I am willing to bet money on it. And I know that might sound crazy to you, but I'm willing to bet money on it that in April of 2013, something happened. For sure. It's at 100% for both his first, middle, and last name in suspect and his first and last name with suspect. That's crazy. The next big spike, I'm not going to go over every month, but if you guys look, it's a lot. This person looks it up. But then there's months in between where they don't look things up. We all know way too much about this guy. So again, just like a lot of people will say, you guys, I'm sorry. Let me step back real quick. Over here, look at this. In December of 2022, we have a 35 and an 83. In April of 2013, we have 200%. Wow. Let's go down here and see where it's. I'm literally speechless. You guys, do you see this? Do you see what that says? Pocono Pines. He lives in the Poconos. This is where he lived, you guys. Just so you guys know, I found more tonight on here with you guys than I have in all of the hours I've done this myself, just because we're all thinking of things that, somebody else. So I do appreciate all of your help. You guys, if this isn't a smoking gun, I don't know what is. Hold on, let's see. And again, smoking gun, requested map doesn't exist. Oh my God. I see that we're in Pennsylvania right now, but this is breaking it down. He lives here. This is where he lives, you guys. Hazleton to the Poconos is not far. Think of it as like your neighboring town type thing. Some of these you have to go through to get, but put it this way. Me and Brian both live in Pennsylvania. he's still a good hour away from me, right? But so all of these that you're seeing right here, these 5 are all grouped together where he lives. Where if you saw like Philadelphia and stuff, that's where I'm at. So of course I'm in like in October of 2022 for the suspects. Hold on, let me just see real quick. Again, this is by him, you guys. This is so crazy. I need other people's names. Hold on, let's do what's not coming up because I don't even know what to take out. I'm afraid to take something out. We're even getting hit with this one. Wilkes-Barre and Scranton again. You guys, these are him. I don't care any of them. Brian Christopher Kohberger suspect. I can take that one away. And Brian Kohberger suspect. What's this one? Brian Kohberger plus suspect. We have Clark Smith, Scranton, at Broadsville, and Jim Thorpe. Jim Thorpe is the Poconos. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at all these. What if there's somebody from and again, I'm not trying. Arlington Heights, somebody said something about that. Moscow again. This is the stuff, this is the ones that are like most interesting to me. So see this like dark green and it's got these like little bubbles. Clark Smith and let's see if it'll tell us what this one is. Oh, yes, it did. Dunmore. I would look into these, Nina, if you're going to look into stuff. And Scranton and Taylor. Oh my gosh, you guys. I still want to look up Moscow. I don't know what happened there. And then I don't have anything here for Dana Smithers, but I could have spelled her name wrong. I'm going to go back here real quick. The professor that's suing the content creator. There's more men missing from PA than women. That is true. But I'm just saying, oh, check my text. Thank you. Nina, if you want to send me a name or whatever, send it to me through text because the chat, I go back and I don't say it. Same thing with you, Truth. Lucy, did I miss anything? Somebody told me that Lucy was trying to talk to me. Let me go back. Flugel, that was it. So Dana Smithers, did I spell that wrong? Let me just say. I'm actually going to take a picture of this. And then I'll look up the names. Fascinating combo there, Truth. I don't know what your combo is. Wow, you guys, this is so crazy. I'm just listening to you, but I have to look up when his friend OD'd. Yeah, somebody find out. We have to put some of this together. What about murder in April and Poconos? And D, I still want to know what that is. All right, I'm going to take a picture of this just to make sure I spelled it right. I'm so old. I know there's an easier way, you guys. I'm just an old person. Oh, Xana looks just like Ashley Flugel. And Emily. And Amanda. Wait, is Amanda a sister? I know Melissa's a sister. And then I see Nicole. Wow, you guys. That is crazy. What is this that you sent me, Nina? Pennsylvania, interest over time. Nina, you sent me that, but it doesn't say what the, that, whatever you search looks really good. Oh, Brian Christopher Kohberger suspect. Wow. That's crazy, you guys. I am in awe. I am so, okay. So, goes well. Is there anything else? Any questions or anything that I can answer? Yeah, Daniel's been so nice to me. I can't even tell you. Thank you for the live and going over Google Trends. I will say to you guys, I'm so sorry about Daniel's thing earlier. I don't know that was me though, because now I've been here live for how long and that didn't happen. So I think we just have to go on at the same time and do like a practice or something and see where it's coming from. Well, good night, everybody. Love this new family. We have to come up with a name for us. I don't know what it's going to be, but we can think about it. All right, you guys, maybe I'll see some of you on Monday. We're in Daniel's chat on Monday. Thank you for joining me. Have a great weekend, everyone. Please like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this so that I can continue to bring you content. Thank you so much.